I think we have one more set before I make them swap out for you and Shamar. Yeah, we have the other losers quarterfinal. We have coming up next. It is gonna be
right
now. What the fuck, dude? Collateral loss jump scare. Holy moly! We're back. Oh my gosh.
Jump scared by Todd enough to make a baby cry.
Oh yeah, that doesn't take a lot, to be honest with you.
Players have recently been like improving a whole lot. We've seen them get even better results than ever. So to see this kind of be losers quarterfinals is good. Yeah, I thought that shield looking like a Skittle was done for.
Yeah, it was like a peanut M&M just a little bit, holding on to like the bitter end, able to trying to reverse that situation. You're kind of the bridge between these two players, being, Middle Tennessee and Shoals kind of to a degree. You kind of live in the liminal space between the two. So kind of tell me some of the recent accolades these two have been taking up.
So, like, I know that they've got a local on Thursday, TNLG, with Andy being back, we're seeing a lot more of the TCS guys coming out.
Right.
Leslie Collateral has been placing third and fourth at that, stacking up pretty consistently behind them. I know that they've been trying to travel a little bit more.
Yeah, right.
Lore fact, you might be looking at not one, but two of BTV's next pickups on stream right now.
Oh, little double dip. I like to see it. It'll be fun. Yeah,
they're fighting for the.
That's right. And
sponsorship.
Yeah, and Lost and Collateral. If you're watching the VOD back before that news breaks, don't get your hopes up. Okay, just we can't all be on there. That's right. That's right. Don't get your hopes up too high, and don't get your percent up too high either. Otherwise, you'll end up like Collateral in that situation immediately, like teleporting to the left blast zone after that forward air.
That was Ambrosia. That transition was just Ambrosia. It was so good.
Todd stacking up all that percent though.
I wonder why Leslie didn't go for up tilt there. He's at 160. It's true.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Maybe just didn't have the confidence to go for it in situation. Sometimes
you think.
Yeah, you're right. Sometimes you don't think about it, and sometimes I feel like a lot of people, like Todd's been around long enough, getting results for long enough, where people give him more respect than he deserves. I think, and at the end of the day, you do have to remember it's still King K. Rool.
He's still scary.
He's still scary, and so I'm not saying it's like crazy that people do that, but we are we've like overcorrected where people weren't giving K. Rool enough respect, and now we're respecting him too much. I love it. Yeah.
He needs to watch. He needs to watch that C4. Okay, good. I was about to say he's hovering that corner deep. Y'all saw him swag walk under the blunderbuss cannonball, right?
Of course, yeah. The little crawl.
Golly.
Act like he was in Metal Gear or something.
Yeah.
I like watching.
Bro thinks he's Snake.
I like watching Leslie.
Snake, though, you want to make sure your day is planned out so well. You have a nice itinerary of everything going on, which is why weekend games begin at 1 p.m. Purple.
Dude, we are late.
I guess I'm getting kicked off the Overwatch. Oh, no. I'm getting kicked off the Overwatch team? Bummer.
Yeah, stream did crash for us. We're working on getting that resolved right now.
So stream crashed, but also the gameplay crashed too.
Really?
So the screens were turned off.
Oh, so nothing's happened yet?
Nothing happened, no.
Nothing ever happened.
Here's hoping someone forgot to turn.
Yeah, I don't know if...
So you can maybe actually just leave the game where it's at.
Not sure, yeah, it's a mystery now.
Dude, the game was pretty close, so I'm not how they're going to resolve that.
Can chat hear us right now?
Why are you talking to me like that?
Chat hear us right now? Chat hear us?
Chat, say Todd loves Kings if you can hear us.
Chat, tell Cody Vidot how you really feel about it. If you
Yeah,
can.
what he said. What he said.
Gas him up to the moon, please. I love Steve.
Let's go.
Saying Easter is 12 if you can hear that.
Deezer wasn't alive when like anything happened, brother. This guy doesn't know who Barack Obama is. He has heard about him in a history book.
Who's Obama?
Oh, Bama. Oh,
There's a Smash player by the tag.
yeah.
There's
That's PhysiQ?
that's some deep lore there, but that was our
Oh, you talking about Bumpy Gump?
Bumpy Gump.
I don't know about Bumpy Gump.
That's the deep cut right there.
Yo, you don't know my goat? Beacon? Oh, that's such a shame. You know, he was my goat, you know, but he stopped playing after 2019. He deserves a spot on the field.
I changed.
Hold on.
I changed my own set.
This just
I didn't put a gun to your head, make you choke, or reverse 3-0.
said that they hate
This
Think
guy.
that just because he's the TO. Is that true? You care to speak on the allegations?
So the only thing I said was I got 3-0'd by Smear, and I called for an emergency best of 7. And I think that's fair. And if you're in the same situation, the thought would cross your mind. It's the
I
only
don't think
thing.
it's ever crossed my mind to say emergency best of 7.
How many times have you ever been Damn. How many times have you been 3-0'd?
Dude, I've been playing competitive Smash for like 10 years. It's a lot.
Well,
I suck.
if you started calling for reverse 3-0s, or excuse me, I'm sorry, emergency best of 7, maybe that change. I'm just saying.
No one ever told me that was an option. I just feel cheated.
Well, the thing is, your first 10 years are behind you. Your next 10 years,
I heard that you still lost even though you called for that best of 7.
still lost, by the way. Yeah, that's fine. I wasn't I wasn't locked in.
It's the most casual, not John I've ever heard in my life.
I mean, it's
The most passive aggressive John I've ever heard. If I had been locked in, it would have went so much different. It would have been so different. It would have been the best.
how'd you guys do today in bracket?
I got 13.
How many hits you win? Okay, you're in the clear. How'd you do today? You beat Pupper? Good job. Wow, that's good. Wow.
Whoa, the pupper slander on live is
If
crazy.
you lost my last set, Jake, I can't even lie. I can't be
Are
too
you
mean.
coming to MCS?
Not this Tuesday. I'm going to. I'm actually seeing Ringo Starr in Tuscaloosa.
I'm just gonna keep asking you interview style questions.
Please feel free.
Because
I'm
now
here.
just-
I wonder if the set is happening. It feels like this break has gone on for a little bit. I wonder if the set's even happening right now.
Who or what inspires?
Jack's Films, probably. Y'all know him? That guy?
No.
Yeah.
You don't? You've been around for so long.
The guy who jacks on film?
I don't think I wanted
I'm
that.
gonna go see if the set started.
Well,
It's not Hartsville. No, okay.
I didn't see or hear anything.
Grass?
Threats and violence plague Fishin as the stream turning off has made a violent turn in the attendees' demeanor.
This is the Stanford
TDD's
list.
threat to murder Henry Dista on stream.
What's going on, Tom?
No, I know. I walked in there to like take a look, and the set was definitely happening. We're back though. Back here right on time. A little losers quarterfinal, so it looks like Lost did fall to Sam earlier. Here in the losers taking on Collateral, able to clutch out game 1, and looks like a very close game 2 so far. Todd,
and the belly armor not finishing tables.
Collateral stock canceling on his dude. He literally planted the C4 and like auto used it again. This guy's been playing Snake for a while now too. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
That's the Gomon.
Ooh, that is the Gomon. I know, literally the Gomon. What the hell?
Does that make it just a Snake thing?
No.
No.
Apollo Kage would never. That's all I'll say.
Apollo Kage is cut from a different cloth.
Yeah.
That guy's insane.
Yeah, right. UFO might do that, but like, oh, good catch. This is looking really good.
Oh my god.
Dude.
But it was so strange. It looked like he had like extra momentum, like when he went down.
I just realized, yeah, I just realized the player cams are both also frozen. It's so funny.
Leslie giving like the meanest Kubrick
Look at
stare I've
Todd.
ever seen.
He's got that shocked hog face thing going on though.
Dude, he's so locked in permanently. If you know,
Todd just looks like
We're
he's
not
angry.
real neither.
bro.
This is what a neither looks like.
Y'all know when your mom told you like if you made a face, it gets stuck like that. Look at the screen.
Don't
That's
let
all
it
I
be.
gotta say.
Don't let it be.
Dude.
Be next. Oh, Todd's here, cracking Lavos. Get out of here.
Go ahead, God, cracking Huevos. Like I can say that much.
Tell me more. Tell me. So, if I told you what I did, whenever he tells me something, I just look at him and go, "Yes, Daddy." And every time he looks at me, he goes, "Don't do that." And I do it every time.
I thought you'd go like, shut up.
No, he just looks at me and goes, "Don't do that." And I'm like, "Okay." And I do it again.
I'm just kidding, Serge. You're a great TO.
Dude,
you,
Serge,
you gave me fried chicken.
Serge, you're my daddy. Wait.
Fried chicken.
Thanks.
Buy your own chips. It's Roadhouse.
Oh, If you Texas Roadhouse fried chicken, oh my god, that's probably so tasty and delicious.
Bring in your own.
Is that what Deezer flavored yogurt is? Me and my girlfriend have been trying to like decipher what the fuck you meant by that for so long.
I did not. I'm gonna let you.
I see.
The fact that
Yeah, well, if you're at home and you want to taste the Deezer flavored yogurt, feel free to pull up to the Yogurt Mountain on Alabama Highway 150 in Patton Creek around Hoover, Alabama. The location's kind of dead, but they got a Yogurt Mountain, they got an AMC. That's really all you can ask for. And sometimes he works on Highway 280.
Yeah. Like the colony.
Yeah, both of them in Birmingham, so pull up, man. Pull up to the Magic City, get some dirt.
hear me out. So you,
Not a sponsor. Yogurt Mountain gives you like fucking shingles on your eyelids, probably.
I know you said you got a girlfriend.
Yes, correct.
But
Proof.
You said Yogurt Mountain, AMC.
Uh-huh.
You're telling me you could take me out to the movies and get dirt after, and as a surprise on our date, Henry Deester is
So
waiting on us.
not after the movie, because everything in Patton Creek closes at fucking 9 a.m. because apparently Patton Creek is full of fucking Puritans and dead businesses. That's all that exists in that goddamn like little subdivision of Hoover, brother. There's nothing there. They got an AMC, they got a Cajun Steamer, a Jason's Deli, and the Gert store. That's all they fucking have.
I'm just picturing you taking.
And everything except the AMC closed at 9, brother. And that place is dead as hell.
See Henry,
I know.
like that would be perfect. I wouldn't tell him nothing else.
Well, I'm glad that I can provide it.
Date with me and you want to see Deester more. Okay.
No,
let's
I
see.
just need to see Deester.
Mm.
It would make my night better. Because that means you know I care about him, and you're willing to put that aside so you can let me be happy. I don't want Henry. I just want to see Henry.
Oh, fuck you too.
Dude, I already have Cody. Why? Fuck you for trying to break up a relationship. What the hell's wrong with you?
That was a really good conversion off the down throw. Collateral gets himself on the board.
It was actually really nice. Leslie definitely locked in there and
Yeah.
changed the
It's so funny. The game where Leslie locked in, we weren't talking about the game at all. Not even a little bit.
Like, where's the game? And then we just don't talk about the
He
game.
has. It's 2-1 loss right now. He won the last game though. You better fucking be Voltheon, bitch. What? I lost RPS today. I'm safe. Mr. Gonzalez, I'm sorry to say. It's over for you if Todd wins this, but it's looking pretty close right now. Collateral definitely walking back in a little bit. You know, has to find this landing, something Snake is pretty good at. This is honestly a bit of a war of attrition in of itself, you know, with all the projectiles. Like, once you get, it's not like Rosa Puff, like, once either of these characters do get that opening, they get a lot off of that opening. It's just a matter of can you get there, and sometimes it can be hard. I mean, especially with the way Lost's been putting up this wall. Holy moly!
But to kind of add on to the war of attrition notion, like both these characters are heavy as all get out. So like even if they get these good hits or these good reads, there's a good chance that they're just not gonna die from it. And like the problem is both of these characters want to scrap, but finding that zone to scrap in is crazy. But Leslie didn't have a problem finding a zone for that nair.
Todd with the Chief.
This is not Gomon. You can't do that.
Put the Gorgonzola back in the fucking fridge, bro. You are not killing off of that, I swear.
Dude, he wants a tray. You're not getting it.
Try.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't know if I do.
These aren't believers.
But
I also like
I'm a Todd atheist. I'm sorry.
What the hell?
A Todd theist?
I'm Todd. Yeah, no kings.
I love Kaylee. He's fun.
He had a perfect opportunity there. He was like sitting right under like the snake up B. I feel like he just could have traded him there, but not gonna find.
You don't want
to forward air headshot.
That's a scary place to commit though, because
Yeah.
the second you try to make an approach, you C4 grenades. You like snake.
Yeah, right.
Every time you think you're safe, you're probably not.
Super valid. Leslie's playing really good in the situation. I mean, it's basically even back up, so Todd has definitely been in control of the second Leslie stock, finally stealing the lead back, but as long as he finds an opening, that's definitely not going to be where the opening is. It's like you got faced with two doors and you took the wrong one. Now, okay. And the truth was, both doors were trapped.
Both doors were trapped.
Both doors were
The
trapped.
game was rigged from the start.
That's exactly right.
Nothing ever happens.
And now tournament stock here for Collateral needs to find a lot of damage to snag this second lost stock, and then play his socks off to close it out in this last stock to force that game 5. But the way Todd's playing, he's playing super non-committal. He knows the first stock he went to like 190, I believe. So he can definitely hold on for as long as he wants to. Just throw out projectiles, nickel and dime Leslie until he's in that kill percent, and then just pray for a straight hit, even if he loses the stock. He knows he has the set in grasp. It's just a matter of like, is he gonna cover it in butter and then like fall down the stairs and then somehow drop it after all of that? But it is firmly in Todd's control right now. But it's just a matter of can Leslie find an opening. That is not the one. Chooses the high recovery. That's smart.
That panic up B, I mean, like, you see, like, the momentum that takes a little bit. I thought Todd would maybe capitalize on that.
No,
just a little bit of
he goes really high. That was a brave dash attack from Collateral. Usually you feel like Lost immediately will throw out a hitbox, and maybe that's why it worked. Collateral probably knew where he had the opening on that window to go for that kill.
So good. Though.
It's so quick. Yeah.
I think the biggest thing that Collateral needs to find is space.
He needs space.
He's really trying. Yeah.
Like heavily out camping. We're in the range now. We've seen the light of the last stop, but
Yeah, Todd's just out camping him right now, out using that B button. Quite impressive against this main player.
Yeah, Collateral's gonna opt to go to ledge here just about every time. It feels like too.
he just can't get back to center.
Yeah, he doesn't care about
Todd doesn't.
he doesn't care about like landing on stage. No, he's not playing reversal simulator. He's just doing everything he can to stay alive. You know, nickel and dime Todd back, try to survive to maybe cheese a little kill and go into a game 5. But
Yeah, maybe like
again,
go forward air, like Gomon special.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
That's it.
yeah.
Todd moving on to loser semi-final.
And all of a sudden they're
Making it
Love that. I think
what the hell is this? Yeah, it was rough. That's what the hell that was.
that was a very tough situation for Collateral. He played it like about as good as he could too. It's just once you get to that mode, it's really difficult.
There was just so many moments where like Leslie had the grenades going and had C4 in a good spot, but like the positioning of Todd just shooting blunderbuss and immediately crowning and building that wall. Like you said, how do you get through?
Right.
Yeah, you can't really.
A character like Snake, if Snake is down, Snake can get out camp because you don't have to play his game anymore. So unfortunate, like a great showing from both players, obviously, but unfortunate for Leslie. I was definitely hoping to see a game 5.
Yeah, just Todd was just doing, and K-Roll does a really good job of like, even though
Excellent.
yeah, Snake is really good at controlling all sorts of space, but Todd, K-Roll specifically, just does so good at controlling just the middle of the stage and just whatever is in front of him. and just mowing through whatever projectiles are in front of it. And that's how he was able to get through and get that damage and outpace Leslie in that situation.
You ever thought that Todd and K-Rool look like identical?
Oh, yeah. All the time.
No, because like low key, I see it. Owen, if you can hear me, switch to the commentator camera real quick. Todd, don't fucking move.
Yeah.
Nah, we had it too. The lore was about to be built.
It's all right. That's all right. That does lock Todd saying, "Well, K-Rool." Pretty matter of fact.
He did the belly slap right after. It was perfect. I've never seen a belly.
That was good. Now we have our. This means we have the rest of our bracket kind of sorted out as far as top 4 goes. We got Zero and Sam about to get underway here on mainstream. Then after that, in loser side, we got Lost versus Voltion, which means we're in top 4. I get to send you guys on a little fetch quest now. I need you guys to go find Sushi Nap and Starmar and send them over to the desk.
I'm just kidding. Well,
Thanks for having me.
Thank you guys for hanging out. It's been really fun.
I'm Deester. Y'all go follow the Twitter.
Yeah, it's at DEESTER_, I believe. And
Yes,
then
sir.
Pepsi, what's yours? Is it BIGPE? Big Pepsi _. You know how to spell it. We all know what Pepsi is, so feel free to give those guys a follow. Yeah. Maybe. Hey, you can never expand the brand too much.
Yeah. Y'all go register for Renaissance and Code Crimson as well.
Yes, both of those things. It is going to bump. Both of those things are going to be really sick. And I believe this next set is going to bump as well, getting right into it. We have Zero and Pit. While in the meantime, while we wait for our next 2 commentators, I have Todd joining me for a stock or 2, perhaps. You can hang out. For a minute. Todd gets a little bit of mic time as a treat, I think.
But you know, getting into this game, I can't remember the last time.
Okay. Oh, let's fucking go. Welcome back, Big Pepsi. Hop in there. Yeah, you don't have to leave. You can hang, Todd, for a minute. We'll make Big Pep swap out whenever Andrew comes back.
I played Zero earlier. Precision on Sam and Zero play very similarly. They're very good at using their aerials to space out. They're very good at figuring out what their game plan is and adapting to it on the fly. And you always see the shades of the things that their characters do very well. So I think this is going to be a very fun match.
You get hit with so much.
Exactly.
They're just good at picking you apart as a player.
Is it, as far as like Birmingham Huntsville crossplay goes, this is probably one of my favorite sets to watch. Just these two, because of what you guys are saying of like how well adjusted they are to like adapting to their gameplay, and we see them constantly evolve throughout the set.
It's always going to be dynamic. It's never. You're going to see like obviously it's a move, but you're going to see them use them in so many different ways that you like recognize how well they understand. Because these guys have been playing these characters for how long? I mean,
Oh, so long.
yeah.
Years, yeah.
I love Sam. He's always been. She had the Dark Samus run for a little while too.
Yeah, the Aegis as well, you know, a couple years ago. Yeah, a couple runs. I think she finally has settled in solo on the pits, you know, Dark Pit in particular. So, or no, this is Pit, excuse me, yeah. Settled in on the pits. Oh, it's Dark Pit? Okay, my fault. Sorry, the skin confused me for a minute. It was wearing the white.
Like, obviously, like, is there a reason for not using it?
I think just side B. The arrows don't really matter, and side B is just like objectively better for Dark Pit.
Stronger arrow for the few hits you're gonna get, but you gotta watch out for the side magnet.
Yeah, right. I think Dark Pit is just one of those characters, like with the Echo Fighters, who is just like objectively a little bit better than like their main. So like Dark Pit over Pit, you know, Lucina over Marth to a degree, you know. I would not argue that right now. After the run that Yonko's been having recently, I'm a big Ryu believer.
I mean, in Ashimo.
Oh God, dude, yeah.
Just confirmed down tilt to up air.
Looks like I'm the last man standing.
Both of y'all laughed. I don't want to hear it. Y'all can act like it.
Yeah,
No,
I ain't
y'all
go. I'm not gonna lie to you, brother. I chuckled just a little bit.
It's a little bit. Hey, I'm so hungry.
Those would be delicious. Yeah. Some of that. Is there a piece of
It's in every game.
Love it, man. Love to see it.
So what does your Sam has been playing? What are y'all's opinions on the adaptations that need to be made?
I think he needs to play lamer.
Yep.
Just blanket statement. I think he's like Zero plays Ness in a way where you don't see a lot of Ness's move. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of Ness players, they're content just to hang out, throw out the PK fire, and then go for the approach. What Zero does, obviously, that's kind of how you succeed with the character. But he is a lot more willing just to get active like that with that down B, you know, and just immediately getting all that damage on Sam, continue to string as well. I mean, Zero's just not afraid to just push.
But those buttons are big, those buttons are fast, and they do a lot of damage, man. What do you think?
You already commented.
Todd, give me your opinion on Zero's adaptations.
Going from this much. Okay.
Get out of here, bro.
I think Zero. I think Ness. Zero's not. For some reason, a lot more ground. I think it's just that on area lock. From what I've played, better than any air.
And she plays a character that complements the play style very, very well. And a great coverage from Sam to take Zero stock before it got out of hand. It was looking a little desperate for Sam for a second there.
And I don't expect it to completely take it.
No.
You can tell.
Aerial. 100%.
He's pooping. That's what it is. That's what we found out. Shamar's pooping. He called me on the phone and told me that he's showing the toilet of Shamar Summer.
Oh, Lord.
And so now I'm tasking you guys. How do we pivot back into the game?
So, speaking of a summer, you see a lot of sunshine. We're seeing Zero see the light against Sam because it's not going well, and for anyone, especially Shamar, it's not going.
I don't know who's winning over there. Shamar the toilet. What, low key?
The porcelain prince. Oh, we're gonna get the play-by-play. Cody, make sure you live tweet it.
Yeah.
You just hear from the echoing hallway of the bathroom. Who's winning? What do we got? What's the report?
So Shamar claimed that the porcelain is winning,
Porcelain
but
is on top.
but from what I could tell, just from what I observed in there, it feels like an even matchup. That's all I'm gonna say. It depends on who walks out first. I think that's gonna be the biggest deciding factor is who walks out of the men's room first.
The person that walked away from me.
Yeah, and Zero not adjusting. I mean, he's adjusting really well. He's kept his game a lot closer than that last game. He is definitely still staying true to his guns of like playing aggro. So making me eat my words a little bit. Maybe he didn't need to play a lamer. Maybe he just needed to like really like double, triple, quadruple down on this aggro playstyle of his. Double down smash at the ledge, not gonna be able to kill, but it has Sam in a very precarious spot. Third time's a charm. Yes, it is, and that will take Zero in a game 2 victory.
He picked better spots to start to get the party started.
Better places to stand. You know, where you saw, especially a lot of.
Yeah, and I think we kind of had a Cody Voltion revelation there. Down smash was it couldn't come back.
No, we could not.
That looked unwinnable, like for real. You see a lot of characters that can like SDI out in a way to kind of bounce off of the yo-yo. You see people find ways around it. But it looked like every time that Sam needed to recover, Zero just said no.
Yeah. What even then, first he saw it. Fire. Like, yeah. There's both players know what.
So you have to play super fresh and ambiguous at all times, which means sometimes throwing out weird options, or even like, and it's gonna sound crazy, but like choosing to not react to a weird option like yo-yo. Like that way, if you do have counterplay, use it when it counts, right? Like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Wow.
And we saw that there, just waiting to make it back to ledge.
Sam's in a spot to set up being ahead of this game 3. So like, I'm glad that she waited to debut that upbeat delay.
Right, yeah, waiting to get into best of 3 territory to introduce it. Gonna do it again here. The full, oh, waited a little bit too long there, a little bit of experimentation at this point in the bracket, you're still in winner, so you have time to kind of change up a few things, learn, okay, what's too far for me?
Is there a little
That
bit
one,
more?
yeah, a little bit.
I think one of the things that like you gotta see once. The whole point of adaptation is that you beat the option that your opponent has found that works against you.
Right.
So if we see Sam manipulate around yo-yo enough, we're gonna see Zero probably drop the idea of using yo-yo for a better option. That's when Sam now then gets to reopen that door of quick burst recoveries with the up B that you don't have to delay. So I think just like that one example of how these players adapt on each other for such a simple thing is it's art. I love watching the dance of neutral when it's good.
I just.
No one thinks it's cool.
That's because like Smash players are dumb and they want to see the flashy thing. Like Smash players will see like fully charged like Sephiroth neutral B and they're like, oh, and it's just like, yeah, it's legitimately like, oh my god, frames dropped. That was so cool. The hardware couldn't keep up with it. Oh my god, that was so cool. But it's like such a normal interaction. You see it all the time. I feel like every Mirage set, even like a worse Sephiroth, you see like a Sephiroth play, every set will end with at least like one of those, and everyone's like, oh my god, this is awesome.
It's just a shame because he is really cool.
You look at everything else, Mirage. Nobody gives a shit about the actual cool stuff.
He does a lot of really cool stuff. That guy is like a freak when it comes to this game.
I just feel like Sephiroth has better options than like the one that you say people would say. I think that the character can be really cool. It's just one, it's not optimal, and two, it's
The commentators besides.
Yeah, I think this is just a distance to the microphone diff. I think levels are fine. I think everyone's just really far away from the microphones.
I'm sorry, I didn't want
Crazy.
Henry Cooties are nuts.
to. Yeah. Sorry, I might catch.
They've got like a different level to their genetics. Speaking of a different level
To their genetics.
to their genetics.
Is this going?
Can we serve a tongue? Tongue through my rhythm.
I was trying to make it hard. Trying to help you adapt.
I don't need to adapt. I'm not playing no more.
That's real.
I'm out bracket today. We're seeing these arrows now. Oh my god! And Sam saying, "Stop jumping. Stop being aggressive. Quit it. I don't like it no more. I'm done getting hit by it. So you're gonna die for it." Now we're gonna see how Zero plays around that reaction. Bro, I agree.
Right?
And-
It's 5
Zero
o'clock.
needs to do more
That's so early.
Yeah.
Is there any to do more
It's like
bullshit?
14 hours of sleep.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
7. My bedtime was 7. I get it. We're gonna see the plant. I don't know why I thought he was gonna pick Piranha Plant. I was just really hoping he would. I was really wanting a piranha plant.
Yeah, I agree. I think Zero is like giving Sam a little bit too much respect. I don't know if he's still in chat or not. I recently had a coaching session with Danny, and one of the biggest takeaways I had from it was that I need to respect people less when I'm playing them.
Yes.
And I think that right now, I think I would say that Zero is giving Sam too much respect, which normally I would give her all the respect in the world as a person, as a competitor, all of that. When it's your two avatars in front of each other, though, I think things need to change, and
Yes.
you need to like throw all that shit out of the window.
Yeah,
Yes.
if you're not calling your opponent a slur after every single hit in your mind, then
So-
something wrong.
So I wouldn't say, that's what I meant, or what Danny meant when we said that.
You know, but
But-
he was probably thinking. I'm just saying.
I'll next session I have with him, I'll be sure to ask on behalf of you, and we'll exchange notes later.
Cody, I learned to respect you less all the time, and that's the mental edge for goals.
You don't need a mental edge, brother. You play Pac-Man. The fuck are you talking about? Anyway, we don't have Pac-Man. We don't have Sephiroth on the screen at all. We got Nest and we got Dark Pit, and we got 5 stocks left, down to 4 stocks after a meaty back air. Zero caught Sam trying to play the reversal game, and eating just a very no reverse needed, just fast forwarding the end of that stock.
I
Did
think
it in the drive.
we talked about how Zero kind of needed to do some more bullshit. But I saw Zero throw 4 back airs in a row, and 3 of them hit the shield, Sam's shield, like before he fully left the ground. So like, I think we're seeing the bullshit now.
Just a little bit, yeah. No,
This back air city.
that is just kind of the Zero game plan. I feel like it's just gonna be when Zero's playing good, it's just gonna be bullshit city, like all around.
that character's built on bullshit. How did Zero land? Okay. no-
You go to ledge. That's the truth of it, bro. That's the other thing.
yeah.
That's the other thing I want for my session, brother. You have to partake in the go to ledge challenge. You
Dude,
know what I mean? If you play Reversal Simulator, your stock is gonna get fast forwarded, and fucking
Yeah.
Blockbuster is gonna be pissed when they get that VHS back.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
let's
You were not kind. You did not rewind, and we're just continuing to go forward here. Sam, 1 stock away from a grand finals berth.
I don't know if anybody else is appreciating this the way I saw it, but I so respect how Sam uses Orbitars as basically a second shield, where you saw her take that last stock with the Orbitar and punishing the end lag with the up afterwards. Right? It was so difficult to pull that off, and Sam is doing that every single game, every single set. Like so many interactions, she'll pull that out, and you will punish it for it. It's amazing.
I know. To add on top of that, how I was saying that Sam needs to condition Zero to stop using yo-yo and like pressuring at the ledge. I haven't seen Zero throw yo-yo at the ledge in a hot minute.
Yeah,
And that's what won him the game.
Oh, well, I feel like Sam's just made it really hard to put herself in that situation where he didn't need to do that, and did the same thing there too. Sam didn't even give her the opportunity, or didn't even give Zero. Thank you, Todd, for offering that point of view. What I was saying there, I feel like it's Sam wasn't even giving him the opportunity to throw out that yo-yo. Toward the end there, I feel like it really was just like, am I even gonna be at ledge? And Zero just didn't have the opportunity to kill him early, and Sam was able to hold on. Fending off the Birmingham invasion for now. We got 2 Huntsville in bracket, 1 former Shoals, current Middle Tennessee, soon to be Memphis in Todd. Bit of a wandering warrior for the time being, and then Zero, our last remaining Birmingham rep in this bracket. So it's a matter of who can complete the invasion, or who can defend the home front. Regardless, Sam in prime position to win this tournament now, sitting in Winterside Grands.
100%. And yeah, I definitely agree with you that Sam was making it hard. It just, you didn't even see the option come out at all. And so it was pure lockdown on the perspective of what Zero needed to do to stay up.
Yep.
And like I said, that yo-yo won Zero the game that he took off Sam. So to not see it come out at all, to me is just crazy. Because I know that if I start losing really bad, I will try to throw the option that worked the last.
Yeah, which is reasonable, which I think is totally fair. It makes a lot of sense.
If it makes sense, just do it. Don't overthink.
Yeah. And now we have a set that I feel like could go either way, low key. You know, I feel like in the last couple of months, we've kind of seen Volteon, and I don't mean to say this in like a mean way at all, right? I feel like we've seen him be a bit of a choker in like these bigger events where we see him play against like admittedly very strong warriors, but we've been seeing him like, you know, fall earlier than he really should be, and we're seeing him kind of in a position where you're used to seeing Volteon. If you're kind of an old head, you know where he like belongs here in this top 4 of bracket. Potential to move even further beyond if he's able to, you know, close it out here against Todd. And he's playing to do it here. Going to focus on the min-min, making this as difficult as possible, I think.
To add on what you say, Cody has been a staple for so long and as like a Huntsville top player. So like the longer you live in that pedestal, the more likely it is that you're gonna get knocked off of it often.
Totally.
Like, that's the thing we were talking about earlier. Cody can win any match. Cody can win. Cody can be anyone that plays in this region, but Cody can also lose to
Anybody. There's a few players I've kind of said that same sentiment towards, and Cody has definitely found himself in that position. Leaning toward the other end of it right now, though, killing Todd super early by way of the Dragon Arm and pounding his chest a little bit too, really feeling it. I feel like Czar mentioned it in chat, we're top 3 payout today. He's not choking, and he's playing like he's ready to just eliminate Todd from the rest of this bracket. Todd said it's going to be a 3-0 and a handshake. He did not say what direction that was going to be.
That's very true. But right now, Todd looking to turn the tide back in his favor a little bit. Trying to catch Min Min landing, but not quite in a position to do that. Min Min's so slippery because her hitbox is so small. But like she has such surprising burst above her, so you can't really like kind of land on her the way you like want to, where the arms can't get you.
Sorry, I've been.
It's like
the chat has just been like in the corner of my eye. Owen just said, "I got him drunk with like poison damage." It's so funny. No, it's like poison damage, but in reverse. Like Cody kind of benefits off the drinks a little bit.
I play better drunk.
I play
Because
worse.
I stopped thinking about everything, and I just play. I play fully from my heart, and it just I have fun when I do that.
Yeah, you're playing. It's just totally based off of instinct. That's fair.
I'm a soul skater, bro. You know, I do it all. I do it all off my chest.
Love that. Ooh, holding on to the ledge.
Not getting through the blunderbuss.
Big opportunity for Todd. Holding on to the ledge trap. You know, it's hard to. Went for the greedy option. Can Cody get this kill? No. Carol Armor's gonna come in clutch. That's something we're gonna see a lot in this matchup. If Todd is in a position where he can make it back to stage, we're gonna see that Armor really come in handy against these arms. You know, so dangerous to deal with, so difficult to deal with.
It's something I didn't think about. We saw Cody take the crown, and I thought to myself, I was like, well, that kind of seems like a nerf. You lose that. You get an item, but you can't throw a punch. That's it. But then he immediately started throwing punches with the B button, and I was like, oh, never mind.
Right. Yes, the items don't even bother me.
I have an item now, so I just adapted to playing Min Min the whole time, which is great.
Yep. Yeah, honestly, really good survivability from Todd in that situation. It's just at a certain point, you know, the min arms are gonna come for us all. It's like how you can only stall for so long, especially against someone who has like, you know, a limited recovery like K-Roll. You can make it back from anywhere, but against characters like Min, it really stretches those good recoveries thin. Even like the best recoveries will struggle to make it back to stage against Min. So
Was that just the first game?
that was game 1, yeah.
So that's crazy to me because it was not looking good for Todd at the very start. Like it was a quick, you're out, get me that stock, and all of a sudden we looked and they were scrapping on their last stock.
Oh yeah, Todd has like all the fight in him that he needs. I mean, we can look at his, for any further proof. Look at his like lifetime set counting against Dinkle. What is it like 53 to like 49 or something like ridiculous like that. I mean, if you play Kazuya K-Roll willingly over 100 times in best of 5, usually because it's like winners finals, grand finals of that weekly, you have like the will of the gods to win these events. You know, that was a weekly.
He's a neater.
Yeah, he is like one of the biggest neaters I know. As we welcome Shamar Austin to the mic, a bit of a neater himself in his own regards here recently. He's been
I found it.
Coming back to the scene a little bit. Some old heads know about Shamar. New heads will learn soon.
I'm taking a few new head names, but right now we're talking about these players on screen.
Yes.
And one of them needs to needs to be a retired player. Todd, he beat me today. But other than that, these are great players, and I'm excited to see.
Other than the one player, I think they're both.
Aside from the fact that
Sure.
strategy here, he's really okay. Calm down. He's not that good. But
Todd's set play with Crown and how he reacts to how they get hit off the string hits of Crown is always so. It's a whether you love playing him or hate playing him, it's a treat to watch because every time he makes the most of something.
He's not dead yet. He's fat. It's fine.
Yeah.
He could be here. How low does he go? Oh, he's too low, I think. Never mind. It's Carroll. I keep forgetting the blast zone is like a little bit high.
Like, look at that. A quick 47% conversion. And, like, sends Min across the stage, so now he can start scrapping. Oh, my God.
oh, that could have been F smash, but just gotta take the safe advantage.
This is looking like a completely different game.
Yeah.
Coming off game one.
Take advantage of the corner.
Oh, the little mix. Oh. And that's it. Min light.
Extremely light, yeah, and that's a benefit that we will see out of Carroll in this set. We didn't see that all at game one, but we kind of saw it in full effect there. Min's recovery is good, but is linear. And if Carroll gets in there, the stray hits on Crown lead directly into it. You run off, press the A button there to get that nair, and you totally throw Min outside of that range of recovery, out of that buffer.
Like, she doesn't have the window to wait for you to stall her out. She has to commit at some point.
We've been corrected. He is correct, I have to say.
Relative to Carroll. No, yeah, Min's needy. You're right. That's my bad. I misspoke.
Happens to the best of us.
Way too heavy for what she does.
I didn't even like think about it in the moment. I think Min. You just said it. I was like,
It might.
yeah,
It's
it's
just the way Min just exploded, even to Carroll dash attack.
The Carroll dash. She might be above average, but not heavy enough for that.
Not heavy enough for that.
Oh, thank you for the congratulations. But yeah.
She should be light. She should die like Sora does, if I'm being like perfectly honest, for what she does. I'm in the grab right, not getting hit by the ground there. Heavier than Ken and Ryu? Okay, that's wild.
that's DLC privilege, man.
Beefy boy Ryu.
Ridiculous. It's hard, stranger than sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction.
That's yeah.
That would be
Speaking of fiction, this stock might be a fairy tale.
A little bit, yeah. I like this game and like the last one as a pair because they've been taking turns like just botting each other.
Yeah.
I say that as Cody jumps into the blast zone and kind of makes us a bit more even than it looked there in the beginning, but he's taking advantage back. He's trying to expand this gap back a little bit after losing that stock, trying to find this kill. But Todd's landings, I think Cody's getting a little bit too eager for some of these reaches, and it's allowing Todd these openings to nickel and dime him, put him in a position where maybe he can gimp him off stage. Great delay on the up B. He can only charge that for so long. You really have to keep track of so much. It feels like you're playing Diner Dash when you're electrifying Min.
Nair, nair, and fair. Min's recovery is good. We were talking about earlier because if you're up against the stage, it goes so high up. But the second you're out of that like angle, you just don't come back anymore.
right. Yeah. The actual like full width when it's horizontal is really rough. Worse than even like Violet. That's pretty solid. Yeah.
Violet's is so good. If Min's was like Violet, we'd be cooked. Min meta would go insane. Oh, man. Not enough.
This is suddenly like extremely doable.
The classic.
You gotta be done about that. Just called out the weight on the tether.
That's Fishin so meaty too. It looks so good. That cute screen of him just. A lot of love went into Carroll. He's got like Smash 4 levels of DDD care where he's got all those extra like looks and yeah. It's the details that make this game so good.
Yeah, and when you're not being spiked at 80 by the K-Roll player, it's actually really awesome to see. When you're not the one, but it's not your turn. That's great. I'm where I was meant to be. I was lost.
But if I'm on the other end of it,
Down, down. Just gonna walk him down with these.
Oh. Wait, what? Why did it?
I don't know what just happened.
He reflected the crown,
And
but like it looked like he just picked it back up. And just went about his business.
back to your regularly scheduled program.
Yeah. That was a weird little situation there, huh?
Yeah, you Cody made the comment last game and how like it feels like every time we like brag on how one player has seemingly figured it out.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you blink and
Mhm.
they're back on the same
Yeah.
stock.
Yeah.
Out again.
Yeah, we talked about it a lot in like the Zero Sam said about how good both of them were at adapting. These two are just as good, you know, if not better on some days. It really depends. And they've been adapting like crazy. Todd more so than Voltion to a degree. I mean, he has
They
been.
will work in his
Yeah.
bad matches if you watch
Mhm.
Todd make work and
Yeah.
on a weekly basis.
Mhm. If I had a dollar for every time I've heard Todd call this matchup unwinnable, just like, you know, by way of hanging out with him. And he's playing as good as he is against his Voltion Min, who, like, you know, no slouch by any means at all. You know, this is the Rayquaza killer.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh,
My
and
gosh,
this-
dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Todd's feeling himself. He's winning the set. This is
It ain't a 3-0 and a handshake though. We will have to give him shit about that.
that's true. Yeah, we can walk in there right now if we want to.
It's a little bit of false. No, he didn't provide what we wanted to see.
These two have played each other a lot. So like you're kind of talking about like the Dinkle Todd thing. Like every week I got to listen to them talk about why the way they play the matchup shouldn't work, but because they've done it so many times, they have to play it different. There's so many layers to the adaptation, and I feel like that's the same for these players because they play each other a lot.
I love seeing player matchups like that.
Yeah.
It's just been like
Experience,
right.
especially with like character specialists like these guys are.
And it kind of messes you up when you try to replicate it because you're like, oh, I'm just gonna do what he does. But no, we've known each other for years in this play.
Legitimately, yeah.
I just will get the kill. Speaking of getting the kill,
Yeah.
Blunderbuss.
Cody can't believe it, dude. His head.
Oh.
Golly.
And Lost gonna take that 3-1 in a fist bump.
3-1 and a hand on head from Cody. Completely confused. Yeah, that's not quite what we heard from Todd at the beginning, but he adapted. He held on. A bit of a gentleman's sweep, if you will.
Maybe he misspoke. Maybe he meant to say 3-1 and a
Yeah, right.
Sorry for saying 3-0, guys. It was 3-1. I forgot that any drunk bastard with a controller can take a game off K. Rool with his fucking.
Dude. Have fun against Zero, bro.
just put the -4 in the bag, bro.
So, Cody stays on by Todd. He needs to get drunker.
I agree, yeah. I think we need to, like, you know how like people have like IVs to stay hydrated? I think we need like an IV of Everclear just straight to Cody's like kidney.
Will you watch it?
Yeah, dude.
Right there on that line in his elbow, you just see the veins turning black.
Yeah. Mhm.
But all of a sudden, it's peak.
Yeah, right. He's hitting like he's hitting like ledge cancel bear. Right. He's hitting like ledge cancel bear with Pichu. He's doing like shit that we didn't know the engine could handle with Pichu.
He's doing shit you can only like manage on Switch 2.
Yeah,
It's like the-
he's hitting him with like with like HDR combos.
You hit him with that shit that makes you check the setup and see why Pichu's so broken.
he hit him with that shit that made tweet talk.
Speaking of them drinks they got back
Dude,
there.
there's I low-key might sneak over and grab like one more. They're really good.
Yeah, I agree. I had the Sex on the Beach.
Was it good?
Yeah, they did a passion fruit puree in it. It was nice. That was refreshing as all get out.
Yeah. I also had that last week.
We're chilling. Are you? How's breakfast? We're having fun. We're having a blast. He's not out here. No telling.
He has not come through here.
No E-Man under my
He's slippery.
Slippery.
He might
Excuse
have something.
please.
After.
Believe me.
Like I'm gonna believe in Todd to win this matchup. I feel like he talked about this before, but I feel like this matchup has got to be terrible for K. Rool.
If he gets like 3-star game, this game, can we just like talk about our games. Or
You know, let's see. Let's do a vibe check on this game. Talk about the match a little bit. You know,
There might not be a whole lot to say.
yeah, Todd doing a good job drifting away from like the typical Ness stuff. Like, and he knows he's gonna throw out PK like 80 PK fires. If he gets caught in it, it's gonna be like 80% more than it should be.
I mean, and the big thing is, unless Lost is just grabbing Zero, like as long as Zero presses shield, Todd is getting punished for touching his shield.
I don't know what you need to do to be safe against this guy in this matchup, but
You-
I haven't seen it yet.
You run away. you poke, and then you dip. Yeah. The little footstool to get out of there. Oh my God! It's just sailing through the air. Not the ground is his enemy.
Yeah, he's just having fun. Oh my God!
No fun to be had there. He died so early. Matthew's hand is on his face. He cannot believe it.
75% post up air.
Yeah,
I
that
think
was
we-
ridiculous. It was before.
I have to keep talking about the match as well.
Yeah, maybe so. Todd's gonna innovate this matchup a little bit here. Any Carol mains who like lose to Ness at your local, take notes, please.
A little too heavy for their own good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, is stupid.
Dude, right?
It's the big ass head. Bro.
It is that. It is that. Yeah, and no muscle in that head either, bro. Actually, it's all he's a bonehead. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Who looks like he was made for like backyard baseball?
Love that Funko Pop heavy. My father.
Father's a Funko Pop. Mother's Pablo Sanchez from backyard baseball. Oh. So like,
isn't his dad like a phone? Like, obviously he's not like really a phone, but is he like he calls you on the phone? But that's the only time you ever talk to your dad.
It shows in the very game we're watching right now. The spirits, if you remember, those exist in this game. The little fake item in the game.
yeah, spirits.
Yeah,
It's like the stats for like customs in Smash 4.
Ooh.
I don't know. Step on him.
I turned into a spirit with that.
What?
But yeah, the spirit for Ness's dad is just an actual phone.
Yeah, I saw. I remember that shit was really funny.
Y'all ever see, there's this clip, whoever, if you guys know the show Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Do. That's the wrong show, but yeah. Do.
So,
Cuss.
like this one dude was playing, and he gets to the very last question, and he had his lifeline. And
Oh, yeah.
He used the one to call his dad. And he gets on the phone with his dad, and he goes, "Dad, hey, I don't need your help. I just wanted to call you to tell you I'm about to win Who Wants to Be a Millionaire."
And then he won. Yeah, and then he won.
And then LeBron James comes out.
He's probably gonna hit the phone and call his dad. Playing it so well.
But we saw him die at this percent and on that first stock. It's just a matter of can Todd cheese out one more Nest stock. He's already gotten 2. He's got the hard part out of the way. He has one more ahead of him. That's just going to be made out to save. Oh, he was in prime position to burn all of that neutral, but you can. Tries to cheese him when he's trying to be on the platform. Not going to find it. All right, Todd has to find his way back to stage. You have options here. You have to be neutral. Good tech on the ledge. Take your time on the ledge trap. Ness can't hit you. K-Roy has one of the best ledge hangs in the game.
I'm just getting stressed out.
He's hit for it. He's kind of throwing it out a little.
Good job. Finds it with the ground confirm and steals another one. 2 stocks stolen. 1 game won. Boys, we got a set to talk about.
Kales took the phone and hung up. He said, "Stop that. I'm not done with you."
He cut the cord. He tossed the phone out the window. He even called AT&T and he was like, "Hi, is this the account for Ness from Ness Earthbound?"
He does a
It's a cancel. No cell service. Dad's not gonna be around to help you this time. It's time to grow up and learn how to deal with crocodiles on your own.
You gotta learn today.
K-Rule. We don't want any. Pest control? No. I take care of it. I take care of it.
Looky, there goes Cookie. Out of the way already. Todd handles it his damn self. He went to Home Depot. He got the ant traps. He got the roach bait. Everything he needs. Just trying to keep this boy held back a little bit more and 2 games away from doing so. Zero yet to get on the board. In primes into that last game and starting off really strong here. A lot of damage already. Just can you hit it on a platform? Yes, you can. Big damage on Lost. Doing a good job of air dodging away from that PK fire. It's a matter of can you mitigate the nest advantage data against characters like this. That's why it's so dangerous. Shield, watch out for it. Oh my gosh, so much damage off their reflector. Yeah, right. I mean, it is like of all like the dumb reflectors in this game, that one makes the most sense. What a catch! Not going to be in a tank stock yet.
Fire identified with edge yard as well. Can I bitch for a minute?
Please feel free. Feel free.
I would love to.
We're here.
Is this?
Dude, problem.
Out of, I get it. Like I'm sure they saw his recovery and they're like, it's gimpable. You got to work around it. Let's give him a decent air dodge so we can work around it. But who saw that in like the little practice room? Because the director Sakurai, he said that they just played the game on their lunch break to like test it. Who saw that and was like, this needs to stay? Can hit more.
Right. He just goes into the third dimension and like has almost no recovery.
It's the same guy that said, make PK Fire spam. Do it right now.
Yeah. gonna get hit by PK Fire. It's gonna be a few seconds. It's gonna feel like a year.
I love the berry into up tilt because like it staggers for a second, but because it pulls him out of the berry and it just looks so aggressive.
He puts you in the ground and he just punches the shit out of you. It's actually, what are we doing to our children?
To answer your question, Cortex, lifetime it is 4-7 in the favor of Zero. So Todd trying to close that gap a little bit. Zero trying to extend it. Will not yet. Tries to find it, but that was a good air dodge from Zero. Knows that Todd's just going to be in hit him mode whenever he kind of gets in range and knows that it's going to be one of those low risk, high reward hits like that back air. You can drift away. Wow, what a rare whiff from Zero.
Yeah.
And he stopped to pick up the crown.
Ooh! This guy was bowling real quick. Oh yeah, he hit the split on that one, that 7-9. Oh yeah, right back at you. Gets the taunt. Would have taken a picture if it was a different game.
I always feel like players are good, or at least good at fighting each other when you see them take a stock and the other one immediately claps back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. Like in this situation, I feel like it's like no one has a lead for that long stock wise. It's always gonna be like someone kills you, they're at 140, and then they just go right back to 0-0.
How many games that you and I have commentated over the last 2 blocks? How many games have we said that about? That we commentated, because I feel like every set since we started top 8 has just been back and forth, like great adaptation.
Mm-hmm.
Both players are like doing their best to keep it. Oh my god, he's just so good at it.
It's ridiculous, man.
But yeah, you get on me. I just feel like this whole top 8 has been amazing to watch.
A lot of strong warriors, but not as strong as that
belly pump, dude.
I think that was like the base of like the strong hit of that of the up smash. Just Zero mashed out at the worst possible time. He can't believe what's going on. Like he made this, but you know what? He made the sandwich. Yeah, he made the sandwich. He told him to put pickles on it, even though he doesn't like that shit.
Now Zero,
What you get?
it's gonna be periodically put in the shadow room. Hella damnation every time there's a loading screen.
When I would look at my mom and I would be like, I'm hungry. She'd go, make a sandwich.
Dude, same.
She'd like, make you a sandwich. And I would go, I don't want a sandwich. And she'd look me dead in the eye and go, you ain't hungry then.
Ooh, wait, that's like
You didn't get
That's
me.
actually facts. Oh my god.
Wait a second. Both players are hungry, but does Zero have what it takes to break the wall that Todd has built around this final set? Todd carpooled with me. He passed through where I live, so he hopped in. We rode together. He had told me when we were trying to find what time we wanted to be here. He was like, I want to get there as early as I can. It's been like 3 weeks since I've gotten a place now.
Right. He's going on vacation. He just got back from Colorado right pretty recently. Yeah.
Ready to win.
And he's still ready to win too. My gosh, look at all this damage he has on Matthew. Dude, this. He's lapped 10% already. It hasn't even been a full minute passed on the clock, and he already has 0 in like a horrible spot. You know, at least stocking percentage wise. Matthew trying to fight back, do some meaningful nest stuff.
3 crowns in a row.
My goodness.
And with different follow-ups. It's like, I understand the whole kid.
you just put yourself exactly where it needs to be to catch all these defensive options.
Yeah. What a crazy catch on that landing, dude. He just let it rip, and he found himself in a prime position to take it. My God, Todd.
You know,
He saw it, huh?
with the fear of being wrong, he might have figured it out.
He's got something down to the science right now because Zero can't land. He just a little too early. Oh.
This is finally a good back here.
How heavy have we seen Carroll live till? 170?
170 or higher, yeah, something ridiculous. He's gonna hold out, wait for that down air, a little early in the draw, and he's gonna take a clean 23 for it as well. Not a lot, but I mean anything helps Zero in this position. He is ready to lose this set. He just needs to walk back in a little bit.
I just need a little doable.
I know. Needs to find something here. He has been struggling this game 3, and that's not what you want to find. A huge up air and a huge 3-0 for Todd.
It was a little delayed.
Into the full pop, turn around, up air to connect.
I know. Ridiculous, dude. And you saw the big smile come across his face, too. That was, yeah, it's like, yup.
Yeah. It looks like Lost actually delivered on his promise. It was just a little delayed.
Yeah. Never wrong, just early. Hopefully not too early, though, because he still has not only 1 set, but 2 sets if he wants to win this tournament, going into grand finals through losers. Has to take down Sam twice, whereas Sam only has to win the 1 set.
We saw Sam put Lost into loser.
Yes. That's
Now,
right.
Does she have what it takes to plant her feet against this heavy ass Croc?
Yeah.
Again for the second time today, and just kind of give a bit more context here.
Right.
Lifetime Lost and Sam, it is 17-46 in the favor of Sam.
That's
In the last 5, not counting today, Sam has won 4 of the last 5. The last time they played was on May 1st, 2025. We don't give a shit, brother.
no, we need to
The other Cody came in here.
What did he say?
I didn't hear him.
I think he said astronaut.
Maybe. I'm not sure. We'll ask him in a minute.
He's playing well enough that we
He's
might
playing
see
well
him.
enough. Could turn to a 19. That's true. First, where Todd sent Sam, kind of a reversal of what we've seen today so far. Todd sent Sam into losers in winter semis, and then they met again in losers finals of that back throw where Sam won with a 3-0. So this next set really could be over in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And Sam really wants it to,
Right.
but Todd has like the jaws of life, the gumption to
The
force a
grit.
reset
Yeah.
and do it
Look
again.
at those teeth.
I know,
The jaws of death.
Hey, you know what they say about crocodiles? If they're trying to bite down on you, the best method is to wait for them to close down and just shut, because their muscles to close their jaw are really strong, but their muscles to open are super weak. So you can, and they're like, so that makes sense. That's gonna be the method we have to see from Sam. Can she just wait out the early chomp from Todd, or is Todd gonna be patient enough, not gonna be chomping at the bit, but ready to kill, but patient enough to not show his teeth too early?
Right. I like that. Yeah, Sam, a really versatile, really experienced, great player. I don't think we're gonna have a situation where she's like necessarily like super nervous.
Mhm.
Don't think we have to worry about that. We'll see if she's locked in enough today to keep that streak going.
Dude, you got shit on.
Oh yeah, he kind of.
In
Yeah,
game
and get
3, you got shit on. You got robbed games 1 and 2. Yeah.
Let's just say Lost did exactly what he needed to do to win the first 2 games, and then he played a lot better game 3.
I'm watching like.
Yeah, we have a friendship. Yeah, we have a friendship ending in front of us.
I just show up, get third, and leave.
Must be nice.
Be safe.
Dude. Samar, what you were saying earlier about Todd's in-game tag must have left like a big impression because you changed it.
No, yeah, he changed it. Set. In light of current events.
Yeah.
Good to see it. Good to see it. Good to see this set. Honestly, I love watching these 2 players play.
Legit, yeah. I've spent many a Thursday night just in my room watching this exact matchup.
I honestly am excited to learn a lot about this matchup and like about playing against Hero specifically, and definitely someone against Pit. I don't play a character anything like Hero. But there's definitely going to be some fundamental gameplay decisions we can see. And
Well, like if you take a character with like Carroll's got good frame data. You take a big character, a heavy character that kind of struggles to deal with Pit, watching how a top representative of that character plays around such a weird or hard matchup, there's always going to be something to take away from that. You just have to really dig into like what they're doing and why they're doing that.
Right.
For sure. Yeah. Speaking of both stocks being taken away immediately there, not even 2 minutes into the game, you know, pretty back and forth, pretty even.
It always surprises me.
That was crazy.
It always surprises me when Todd like doesn't do a follow-up aggressive option, but he mixes it in so well. Like it's obviously like
Like that.
he plants it out, but like you never see it coming.
Yeah. I
And when
definitely.
you and when you do, I was just gonna say like the second you expect him to, he'll just walk away. Like he'll hit you with one there and then just roll back to center stage, and then you're like, fuck, he didn't try to hit me. What do I do now?
Yeah, I definitely experienced, you know, not to say this hasn't necessarily happened before, but I really saw it in our set today where a lot of options Todd took, I just understood that they were really smart. Like I was just like, oh wow, like he actually just like mixed me up in a way that I was not. I had no.
Oh, wow. What awareness from Sam of where Todd was going to be at. I mean, that could have been curtains for either stock there. Someone wasn't making it back, and Sam just had the right awareness to throw out that down there at the perfect time to eliminate that lost stock. And now, very doable. I mean, it just takes one more good Todd interaction like that. My gosh, caught the defensive air dodge.
See that?
That was ridiculous. Yeah. Crazy force from Todd. Great awareness of the situation too. My God.
I know his hands were.
Get it out fast enough.
Yeah, we're just really smart to have the awareness to auto cancel that back air and just immediately be ready.
You almost want to say it wasn't even smart. It was just he just did it and he was it luck? Good fortune? Who knows? He killed it.
I like to think that after it was a calculated reaction.
Always. Even if it wasn't, like, why would he tell you it wasn't?
Exactly.
I love that little cheeky counter because sometimes it works like that.
Oh, yeah.
You think he missed. He's not gonna go for another one.
Right after set, yeah, that's fair, yeah.
Oh, almost.
Yeah, if so, news just broke. If Todd resets the bracket, we unlock Sushi Nap comms. So that could be huge, low key.
Could be another factor really pushing Todd to
The
fight a little hard.
day one.
While they had their backs to each other. So the second one of them committed, Todd could just let it rip. Oh,
Right.
Another one? Not yet. Good drift there from Sam.
I'm tilting up here. It's gonna be enough. Carroll's fat.
Putting Todd on notice though.
Crowd armor is insane. The fact that Sam was able to time a down air off stage while Todd threw crown to get the spike is even crazy. These players are just so insane.
For sure.
Ooh.
Big damage from Sam.
Little spaghetti combo.
I feel like she was getting ready to hit him with the Nick All-Stars there. Down here.
I like that. Yeah, just the multiple down airs could be a potential factor.
That. Like, I would have told you he was done.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Todd able to keep up a little bit and mix up his recovery, staying alive as long as possible, but you know it's getting closer and closer. Looking for that fair, doesn't quite get it though.
He just knows where to throw these hitboxes.
And, you know, all these times that Lost makes it back to the stage, it's gonna cost.
The stages like PS2 where Todd can stand on that platform and keep it wonderful. And because Carroll can fall through the platform while doing the suction section of it.
So much coverage.
So much coverage, right? But like Sam knowing, they've obviously played this enough that Sam knowing forward air off ledge will go through the wind box to hit through. Because some characters just can't deal with blunderbuss like that.
Dude, watching the projectiles just go back and forth, neither of them doing anything. They're just like controlling the space against each other. No one's committing to an option. They're just playing tennis, for lack of a better word.
It's so
it's through. It might have.
natural when I'm watching.
I think we might have discovered.
First recorded instance of like post pack 2 old deals.
I'm like, Fair is so good. He can just use it right off the ledge, and like doesn't get punished for it.
Right.
Because it's just so safe.
See Sam so aware of that too, just not falling for the bait.
Ah,
Oh my God.
Ooh, good in
really
there.
scary situation.
yeah. Todd knows that he loses the stock. It's super duel. Another one. Not gonna get the sweet spot this time. Almost happened to her twice. But Todd's in prime position right now, trying to take this game. Max range, not as though you need it, and you definitely don't need it if that's gonna be your method to get the kill. Todd, one game away from resetting this bracket.
Yeah, Todd not ready to go home yet. He's still got a lot of fight left in him.
God, hurry up and lose. I want to leave. I still gotta make my schedule for my job tonight before I go to sleep.
That's low-key real as shit. Yeah, I'm not gonna say the commentary thing where it's like I want to see a loss. My ass want to go home too, but
I want every set to go to game 5. I love one-sided. I love
Yeah.
I love watching the breakdown of good players understanding what they're doing wrong and being able to fix it.
Yeah,
it's so real for them.
I'm totally down for a game 5 all the time. I'm also more down just to watch, for a Todd W. That also would be so sick. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not for W too. I want this. I will say the commentary thing. I'll be brave. I want this to go to a game 5. I want this to go to a game 10. I want it to go to a game 15 if possible. You can call emergency best of 7. Go for it. Feel free, please. Yeah, fuck finals. I'm down.
I honestly, good either way. I would like a lot of games. I want to be close. I want to be close. I'll say that.
And I think with both of these players, you can't expect anything but, because even if Todd takes this first set, I genuinely think we're gonna see Sam unlock.
Right. Yeah, and
It ain't even close to over yet.
right. To your credit, Sam, like we said earlier, 3-0 3-0 Todd before. So.
Yeah, we've seen it happen all the time. Both of these.
Oh, wow. What is she doing all the way out to the no-fly zone? Yeah.
The good thing for Todd is once you get away with that one time, you don't want to get caught out like that again. So now you limit your opponent's options that make it hard to deal with. And when they stop trying to punish you, all of a sudden you're going to see K. Rool go crazy.
Right. You're kind of unlocking the comfortability to have more freedom to just throw certain options out because you realize they are not ready for it.
K. Rool's just so feral. The way he plays.
Oh
Savage,
that was a very just unbridled, wild down smash, and I really like to see that too because it has a lot of use cases where it beats grab. Oh, hello.
Stuck under? Not yet.
It beats grab and it beats some grounding options like down tilt, and it you see a great. I got an 80 to that across the stage.
You sure did. Yeah.
So,
It's not even surprising you. Yeah, that makes sense. I think I've also died at 80 to that. Oh my gosh, Todd, where were you holding? Oh my god. That was a you scratch my back, I scratch yours DI. That was miserable.
that was a little trick shot from.
A little bit, yeah. Wow.
I heard FaZe is looking out for some new.
Yeah. After what happened to Adapt, oh my gosh.
Let's see if Sam in this situation is able to adapt.
I know that there's a blind spot under the Guardian Orbitars. I wonder if K. Rool's up here is precise enough to hit it.
Sam's definitely waking up a little bit here. The last stock has stolen the lead back from Todd. Just remember, can Todd close this out?
Oh,
The Orbiters once again. Oh my gosh. Big up air from Sam. Not going to have to kill quite yet. Todd has to really think of his landing. Got dangerously close. That up air. Oh no, did she sell? Oh, not yet. Todd a little early on the draw.
It's looking a little crazy.
Oh, with a scramble situation.
Back
She goes for the nair.
Platform that kills.
Okay, yeah. You're right.
Definitely. In that situation, that's going to be a dead angel. And we're going to set 2 after a dominant 3-0 from Todd in that first set.
Came to win.
He came to win, and he's 3 games away from doing it. Same can be said for Sam, though. We just reset this situation now.
Really, really good stuff from Lost. Yeah, just showing that he is capable of still contending in these hard matchups.
Oof. not just against these hard matchups. I'm going to add on to what you said to
Yeah.
give him a little more credit.
Right.
Against top representatives of these hard matchups.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Bracket
Looks
race on the
like-
horizon. That means Pepsi. Before you leave, do you want to promote anything, please?
So real fast, I want to thank y'all for letting me do this. Thanks for having me. It's a cool event. I really hope we see it kind of thrive. All of y'all need to come out for the Up Smash edition of Gone Fishing.
Yes, absolutely.
And I know
She's alive. Holy moly.
we're hosting a regional on July 12th in Florence, Alabama, just down the road from here in Huntsville. But all of you guys need to turn out. Commentator signups in this Saturday and sign up for the tournament in the following Saturday. So we're 3 weeks out from it. I hope all of you guys can attend. And again, thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you.
Collins Block. This was a
Yeah.
lot of fun. It was
And
a
that is
pleasure.
twitter.com/bigpepsi_.
You can follow me if you want. I'm old and just post emo videos.
That's true. Go for it, brother. Squeeze behind and squeeze on in. Mr. T.O. himself, Andrew Sushinab, joining us here for this final set. You haven't missed a whole lot, just one stock apiece.
I mean, so I was talking to Beaster earlier. This is kind of like the trend with these two players where like Lost resets the bracket and the Sam. And I haven't been paying attention to the back rows that they have been playing each other, right? But I mean, I obviously we saw it. I mean, Rio, instant as a player, you know. So now we're gonna see how Sam adjusts to that. What we see what the key factors that make Todd get that 3-0. While we're talking here with the Griffin here, while neutral's happening.
Yeah.
Ooh! All right, that was almost sick.
Yeah, no, Sam was something crazy there. I love the idea. Didn't get a lot, but I mean, damage is damage, especially against K-Rool, who we've seen Todd live to like just like unspeakable, dubious percentages. Like 174, finally gonna lose that stock, and now I believe this is Sam's first lead of the set, and holding down the reversal once again. Todd chuckling a little bit, he's like, okay, I got bit off a little bit more than I could chew that time. And the bite's only getting bigger, a lot of damage on Todd already, almost past the 100% threshold.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say like kind of similar to like the winner set where like Sam was getting a lot of really good combos, but like Todd really couldn't like Todd didn't die, right? And I think Sam has figured out the spacing a lot more now. It looks like in this grand finals reset, I feel like she's doing a lot more neutral to do stuff. And then that right there, her edge guarding on Todd is very, very devastating, and she's really good at punishing Todd where he's comfortable, which is, you know, all the way to bottom of the blast zone, rise up with K-Rool, but Sam always there ready to punish it. So it really like kind of tests Lost defensive ability, because I would say that's like a very key part of his gameplay is like his great disadvantage, right? So it can be kind of uncomfortable. Now, I do think that Todd's key to success here is getting every single bit of mileage that he can out of his armor, right? Sam has been adjusting to it, right? Has been spacing a little bit better with like hitting the head, hitting behind him, and trying to get crossing up. But if Todd can find more examples where he can just get those trades with armor, it's going to be perfect. I mean, you really need like three. Okay. In a lot of circumstances. So.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you see, just like you said, I think Sam really just locked in on edge guarding a lot more.
Yeah.
And we talked about it a little bit last game where, you know, the situation where she went pretty deep on the top left corner and she died to blunderbuss. You know, we were like, maybe she's not going to be as comfortable going off as much. But it was actually the opposite. She was like, I'm not going to mess up this time. I'm going to get as many stops as possible off of edge guarding and just not die this time. And it's, you know, it's been working out. Almost dying at.
Oh, nice crown there. They're getting the mileage, but Sam ready.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
All the way out there, too. Holy
Normal players still give up after that first round. They're like, all right, no, she wants Todd to die.
Yeah, really using all of the resources in Pitt's arsenal, just going all the way down there. Knows like, okay, I got like 15 jumps, and what about it? You know what I mean? I can go all the way down there if you want to. Like, oh, you can go all the way to the bottom of Blast Zone. Who cares? So can I, and I can kill you for it. You have to upbeat. I don't have to do that for another 10 years.
Yeah.
Same zip code as her, and she's
Yeah.
for that.
That's insane.
That was kind of I don't know what.
I like that.
That's like lore accurate, like Mike Tyson. Like, people talk about Mike Tyson like he wasn't even hitting them, but
No, literally, like she was trying to play control, like, oh, I'm gonna walk around, I can do anything.
no, Todd just goes using like some of the cheesier hitboxes this game
Yeah.
has to offer, like that Carol forward smash. My goodness.
As he should, as he needs to, honestly, and especially in a situation like this where he's
But
able
he's
to
still
hit.
far down.
Yeah.
You know, he's not dead yet, right? And so that's K-Rool, that's where you want to be, right? You got
Exactly.
max rage, 32%, that could be dead.
Oh,
Yeah, he kind of has like budget go mode a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like he is like the rage buff, and that's really all he gets. I guess everybody has that, but Carol can live to like again, like we're talking about these like unheard of, like these evil percentages.
Like gameplay right now, he's being so careful with his movement, and he's getting so much mileage out of it. 83% already on Sam, and Sam still can't find a kill at 207%. And it just goes down again. That defensive play from Todd is just so immaculate. He just knows what's gonna kill. But very, very.
Yeah. Getting a lot of mileage out of these air.
Gosh, what a jump over! Todd's so smart. He knew how long he had to get the second hit of up B. Follows that stop, but it doesn't matter. He evened it up. He did what he came to do in that
Yeah,
situation.
that's not-
And now you need to even up the set count here, Todd. What do you have in you? Hopefully not another fair from Sam.
Yes.
Get back to ledge. Get back to neutral, please. Oh my gosh.
Maybe. I mean, he is getting. He's getting. Okay, you got it.
Yeah.
He figured it out. He figured it out. Yeah.
They.
We just saw on that last stock. 61% is nothing
Yeah.
with the Sun Dial.
You gotta need to do that at least 4 more times.
Getting kind of not desperate there, but really, you know, she knows that the game plan here is you got to kill Todd early in the game. Like, you're just not, you can't let Floss live that long.
It's not sustainable.
Yeah, it really isn't for her safety in this set. 121 though, off stage, going to be a good opportunity to kill here, but just not ready to follow up on the recovery. So Todd going to get back to stage, and we're right back to neutral here.
Yeah.
This is, again, exactly what Todd wants. Just needs to find some great movement here to find his way in on Sam. Nice little dash grab there.
Yeah. Looking for
Looking for the
anything.
kill. Oh, look at him.
Oh.
He wants it. Yeah.
He was in a good position there too. If I could up smash, up air.
Yeah.
Low key, he was in the position for the silly kill, the up B.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been so fun.
Not want to get in on Todd here. She just wants to find. She wants Todd to overextend here. She wants him to just try to go in, maybe go for that dash grab again, so that she can punish it. I think that's what she's looking for. That or dash attack.
And it's an educated guess, right? Because when you've played as many times as they have, and then when you have the lead like Sam has lifetime, you know that Todd will overextend eventually. She just has to wait for it to happen. In a good spot, up tilt into an up air. That's going to do it. And now Sam up. Bit of a fist pump there. Now Todd has his work cut out for him. We saw through that last one. We haven't seen a reversal in this second set. Otherwise, Sam claims a Gone Fishing title.
Yeah, Gone Fishing back from the depths. Kind of like a legacy win. I feel like she's won one of the first 4 that happened.
Yeah. Do we inherit the old history?
See, no, that's the thing, right? Because like, do we keep back from the depths until 4, and then we go back to just Gone Fishing at 5, or do we just go for back? You know, there's a lot of potential, right?
Yeah. We could go the Magic City Smash route. Just co-op it. Take over the reins, you know.
Yeah. We call it just find like another tournament that's been around. Sweet Revenge.
We just we just redo the amount of numbers. Like we do Sweet Revenge, we do Blast Off. Dude, make a new weekly call Blast Off.
Gone Fishing, that's off edition.
Yeah.
Sweet Revenge back. Great.
I don't think I'll turn around. Not to defend his IP.
It's not been claimed under copyright, so you're right.
Yeah, okay, she's ready for this. No, but she's talking a lot of damage.
yeah.
And now all of a sudden he's in the lead. He's on ledge. He gets great spacing there, 90%, and tries to go for the kill. But now it's back to ledge punishment. No, she does make out. Not for long. So I love these reversals here from Todd. You know, maybe a little bit more, but almost a little bit too greedy for that first reversal.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes, the thing about this, especially jump reversals as Todd, you have to remember who you're playing against. I mean, the queen of reversals herself, Sam with like another great reversal character. Stock early. What are we talking about before the set started, Shamar? You don't want to be too early, chomping at the bit because you can hold the mouth down.
That's right.
That was a great hack to get out.
Yeah.
Up speaker, up tilt, excuse me. Oh my, great.
Just that multi-hit.
Figure out how Sam is able and he has been living way longer for it. Those are like 3 different situations early in the set. Definitely would have killed him there. But now in game 5, he is locking in on the way that Sam is guarding here. Maybe forcing her to maybe pull back our game plan, possibly go back to just straight ledge trapping to avoid, any crazy reversals.
Yeah. And honestly, we saw her eventually get the stock through ledge trapping last game when she got that up tilt, but it's not necessarily where she wants to be taking those stocks at those percents. It took a while and gave Todd a lot of options to make that comeback. So we'll see how she tries to play it out and make sure she doesn't get creeped up on.
Oh my gosh! He walked off, dude. Sam can't believe it either.
Yeah,
That's what we were talking about earlier in that first game, Andrew. Just like Todd's ability to like mix in these aggressive plays with like these more reserved, neutral interactions. And Sam just never expects it, and he stole the lead back, and that's what we need to see. He needs to close it out somehow. This is a scary spot. And you're in a sub-prime recovery spot.
Oh,
he didn't get the reversal, but he did make it a little bit easier to make it back to stage. But is he going to die in a jump in? Yes, he is. Never mind. A little too early. Yeah, my fault.
No, I mean, it's crazy. I do want to talk. Oh my gosh. I do want to. Dude, he's back to this defensive play. Look at these short ones. They're so crisp, dude. And
looking for it.
His burst is insane for Cable in general. He makes his character look so fast. But Sam able to finally find that up tilt, finally gets the stock. She's got a little bit of a mountain to climb, but we've seen her go 0 to 60 very, very quickly. So it's certainly nothing for her to make up this deficit. But we'll see how Todd kind of plays. He's kind of like, in these early positions here when he's got not a lot of percent trying to play neutral. He's throwing Crown a lot. Nice catch with the down smash. Sam not going to quite get the kill there. Just going to keep him back on ledge. Here's Sam is adjusting to just do ledge traps again. She's too tired of those edge traps, of edge guard situations. She's just ledge trapping, taking control of the stage, and now she's got to really know the position.
Oh, was hunting for that roll, but
Jonesing for it a little bit too hard. Finally gets it back to stage. Has a lot of percentage already. This is like super duper for Sam. Todd needs to win 3. Sam just does not choke this, even if she does a little bit harder. But in this moment, you can't have to worry about the next 2 games. You only worry about what's in front of you, and that's one Sam stock. Oh no, that's bad. Down throw, back air, not gonna kill quite yet. Good DI from Todd. You get one more of those. Oh,
Todd is unnoticed.
Good recovery. What's the option to get off the ledge? Find something here.
Really
Jabs
thinking
and
about
spot
it.
dodge.
Oh, he covered through.
Yeah.
He's been so unlucky with these up smashes for so long, dude. He's been so unlucky. He finally gets it in order to clutch back the game 3, and now we've got game 4 on the horizon. Todd could be the leader here. It's insane.
We need to see all of that energy.
That could be the momentum lost. Continue to a back from the depths win.
I love, again, I kind of like his general game plan here. I wonder how things will adjust, right? You see in neutral, throwing a lot of crowns, Sam's on a crawling, throwing out the arrows. And to be honest, though, I mean, she's using that a lot of the time. I mean, the crowd, she reflects the crowd and came back. There's several times where Todd used that momentum to creep up. He still spaced it in a way that he could still burst and still get like the crown armor from that reflect. And that got him that game.
It did.
That essentially won him the game here. So if you're Sam, you've got to be ready for that. You have to be ready to adjust to the spacing of where he throws crown and understand when I should go in and punish and when I should just back off. Maybe try to throw like the empty hop grab in there. There's a lot of potential options, right? But right now, though, she's sticking to the game trend of ledge trapping. Again, has learned to not go off stage for now. Can go off stage here, though, when Todd is in a bad spot, but opting for the ledge trap early.
Yeah, she's looking for the more guaranteed stuff, just trying to find some kind of hit confirm. It does really benefit her that with the weight and fall speed of K. Rool, like her up tilt will always combo into the up air for the kill. Like no matter, we saw it kill at 200%, so it's never going to be out of range.
I do want to point something out here. She's tried for that like drag down up air on the setup a couple times.
Yeah.
Todd been able to shield every time, but like that's scary, right? Because you get a grab from that area, there's a chance she could just grab up and kill you right.
Yeah, she's looking for that shit that made the raindrop. Trying to find some.
Happened at Mount Fishin. Yeah, that was the rain certainly dropped. I think it's still wet.
I felt you. Well, that's the function more. I did. I felt a little bit of a. You probably still ringed the shirt on the table.
You want me to ring my?
No. There's. Oh. I thought that would have been content. So fun.
I kicked out of the video the first day. like, what yeah, 80
Also, by the way, it's 2 minutes. Just to talk about the patience and like the will of these players.
My
Well,
God.
specifically Sam. She hasn't lost a stock
Yeah.
yet. I forgot Todd lost his, and now has lost 2 of them.
Oh, yeah.
And Sam, yeah.
straight up just playing with solid neutral and like been hurting him so much here.
Yeah.
I mean, this is possible. This is still possible. He does get the kill there.
Oh,
Wow. Never mind. Good idea from Sam. It's just a matter of can Todd live to like just an evil percentage again and like get a kill. That's one. You need 2 more of those, and we've seen Todd live to like super high percentages. It's just a matter of can he do it and take 2 stocks at the same time. It's gonna be really hard. Where one mistake can mean your life against Sam, who like feels like has all the stamina in the world, getting hit by the day one. Hold on a minute, Todd. If you have a vintage moment in you, it's right now.
yeah. If you're Sam, you want to end this as quickly as possible.
He's throwing an option, waiting for Sam, trying to go for something else. But then he throws in those bursts, and it's definitely working out for him very well here. 92%. Could be fishing for early kills. Great wait again from Todd. Todd just waiting for it. And she's been just getting hit a ton from that.
Whittling down this stock, making it closer and closer, where it looked almost impossible to make it back.
Gets another one.
That's gonna
She
do
fell
it.
for the part 3. Oh my gosh. Every trope in the book being thrown at her. It's like a Mission Impossible. Because we know what was going to happen. I'm still amazed by it. And now this is Todd's last stand to go to a game 5. We're running out of leniency. Good drift back. That back air would have been it too.
Todd making back the stage. He's got another shot at life here against Sam. Just finding options. He's trying to throw out crown, but he's worried about Sam potentially bursting. But he gets a burst himself.
Takes a jump.
Like, I think those dash attack hands.
Oh.
Very impressive there from Todd.
Oh, that's a rough position to be in now. He forced himself here. How do you make it back to the ledge?
Nice little dash. Sneaky ledge.
Wow.
1 at Dawn Fishin. Back in the depth. She is your champion. From a long fought battle there. Fantastic set. I'm glad I caught half of it.
Yeah.
A little too busy playing Redemption.
Happens. Yeah, what a catch with the drag down. You know, if at first you don't succeed, try again.
Yeah.
Hitting the second forward air to drag down Todd immediately into that down smash, and that's what's going to seal the win for Sam. Shout out to Todd, though, almost living up to the name of this tournament, taking that back to the depths of that last set.
He was awesome.
Yeah.
I loved that gameplay. I mean, truly, it was like, it was so, every single part of his game plan was just very, very refined. Like, his movement was insane and disadvantaged, just trying to get out of the corner. I think he played neutral really, really well. His bursts were so unbelievably fast.
Yeah.
Sam was just never ready for it. And I think, again, his offstage play really evolved over that set. Learned to finally understand how he could beat Sam going off and getting that aggressive on him. It's just Sam had enough in the tank to figure that out. I mean, it was looking kind of dangerous there on that game 4, honestly, for her. But, you know, finally found the try again, get the second drag down into the down smash, killing it 180.
Yep. And that, kids, is why you always want to go to ledge. If Todd just didn't get too greedy there, I think the nerves might have been there. He landed on stage. Just go to ledge. You don't die there.
It's a shame, too, right? Because I would say that, especially the way he played disadvantage, was very not greedy. I think he really was very, very patient.
Yeah, extremely.
But it was just right there. He was getting desperate for the comeback. He got the adrenaline from getting that crazy second stop, and he just couldn't, got the better of him.
Give man enough time, sin will always find its way in.
Yeah.
That's right.
Sorry, we're talking. Yeah, you're right. But that's. Thank y'all so much for watching. Come by next time. We got a lot of fun stuff happening. We'll have another exciting side event. I can announce it now. I think I'm pretty set on our idea.
Are you talking about the Kane's Zaxby's crew?
Yeah. I think we're gonna do a Zaxby's versus Kane's crew battle for our side event.
I have to practice so hard.
Yeah. We'll probably put some applications out soon. I think it's gonna be great if you come. Bring like the most ridiculous merch you have, signs, etc. I really want to make this a spectacle.
Yeah, this is the signal boost for Cross Slash to bring the Kane's blanket that we saw at
Oh
MumboCon.
my god! I just want to say, I had to think about what side to choose.
But we'll figure that out later.
Yes,
Got 2 months. Especially to figure out a new date for that. But that's been Gone Fishing. Thank y'all so much for watching. I've been
Bida, and if every Raising Cane's burned to the ground tomorrow, my life wouldn't change at all. Actually, it would be better.
I think they're pretty good though. Zaxby's is good too. I'm Starmar, by the way.
All right, we'll see y'all next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Also, support Libs Lounge here at Kansas 805.